the great food, the great company. I just want to say thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm not going to give a big political speech. You just heard a really great one from my Democrat colleague over there. But for me to be here in this Toluca conference, to be with all of you, is like being home. I live in Northville, Michigan. I live right down the road. And the very first neighbors who came to my house to bring food to my family when we moved in were Sanjay and Vanita. The kids who are in my home, who have shaped my kids' futures, have been from the Indian community here in Northville. They are my kids' best friends. I am so grateful to have been embraced by this community and have this community shape my life and my kids' life. When I became Michigan chair, one of the things that I wanted to do so much as a party is start talking to the Indian community in our great state of Michigan. And I had a young man who joined me in that mission, and his name was Adi Sathi. So let's thank Adi again. And we said, how can we be a better party if we're not talking to people, if we're not in their communities, if we're not understanding the issues that they're facing? And so when I took over as Republican National Party chair, we opened Asian offices around the country. We were in communities that had not heard enough from Republicans, not to get your vote, but to understand how we can represent you better. And in my time as chair, votes for Republicans, for Donald Trump, went up 15 points to the highest level in history for the Republican Party. But for me, it's all about family. And if you will indulge me tonight, as we're sitting here on July 3rd, I love this country and I love this great state of Michigan. And that comes from my grandfather. My grandfather was born in Chihuahua, Mexico. He came here to this country with no money, nothing. And he ended up becoming the president of American Motors and the governor of the great state of Michigan. And when each of the grandchildren in our family turned a certain age, 12, he said, I'm going to take you on a trip around this country to understand the beauty and privilege and the freedom of the United States of America. So we literally spent a month in a van with my grandpa going to Bryce Canyon and Grand Canyon and Yellowstone and Yosemite, but he wanted us to understand how blessed we are and to never take our freedoms for granted. And you being here and this community shows that you don't take your freedoms for granted, that you don't take the United States of America for granted. So today, I'm going to ask you to join me in saying, God bless America as we head into July 4th, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Have a great night.